Hey everyone, this is Roberto speaking, and I'm going to be showing you how to make PVC pan flutes. By the way, if you haven't hit the subscribe button at the moment, please do so, and you can get to see more videos on music and how to make pan flutes, and I do product reviews as well. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a PVC pan flute that fully works. So this is not meant to be a toy, it's something that's fully playable, and you can play it along with your guitar, your, whatever. So whoever wants to have a jam, you'll be able to join in. Depending on what tuning, if you make a chromatic pan flute or an adjustable one, which is what I'm going to do now, you'll be able to, fully play with, have a jam with anybody you want. So it'll be fully entirely compatible with any sort of music. So it's very simple. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. So as you can see, it works fine, and that's what it looks like. So yeah, the idea is you want to cut up lengths of pipe and then tie them up. So essentially that's what they are. So yeah, there's two ways you can go about this. You can be really accurate if you want, and you can cut them to a length that will give you a right note. So just say you cut it at this length, and then you get your guitar tuner, which is something that you need to check what note you've managed to cut or to create. So that's something I did in my other video, which is the same as in this. So the only step which is similar to making bamboo pan pipes is when it comes to tuning your pipes. So you will need a guitar tuner for this as well. So once you cut up a length of pipe, you've plugged it in at the bottom, then you blow into it and see what note you get. So the tuner will tell you exactly what note you've created. So that's one way you can do it. And for example, if you've got a note or a tube that's too long, that will give you a deeper note. So you want a higher note, you gradually cut off a bit of the pipe until you've reached the desired note or pitch you want. So if you wanted to, you could replicate another pan flute as it is. You could just, for example, grab this tube and measure the exact length as this pan flute that's right here, and you can get it done really quickly. But the other way, which is even easier, is you can roughly chop up your pipes, going from largest to smallest. And they can be decreasing by about, I don't know, just make it like a centimetre if you wanted to, or roughly, maybe a bit more than a centimetre. And then what you do is you grab your silicone plugs. So that's what we're going to be using for this pan flute, which is different from the other ones. So you're going to be using a silicone plug at the bottom of the pan flute, because with the bamboo pipes, they're sealed off at one end, so they're just open at one end only. But with this, what you want is a pipe or tube which is open at both ends. So with this PVC tube which is open at both ends, you want to plug it up at one end. So yeah, if you want to raise the pitch of your pan flutes, insert the rod from the bottom and push the silicone plug up. That will increase the pitch. If you want to decrease the pitch, do it the other way around. So insert the rod from the other end and push the silicone plug down, and that will decrease the pitch. So, and you can tune pan flutes in whatever key you want. You can call, it can be a major scale, a minor scale, pentatonic scale, any scale you want. And as for making the silicone plugs that will go at the bottom of the pipe, that's also very easy. So what you will need, you'll need this silicone that comes in a container like that, and you place it into this gun. I don't know what you call this, but my dad uses it all the time. He's the guy that uses the tools. So he's a fitter and turner, so he would be able to tell you exactly what this is. But yeah, anyway, what you do is you get little cut-offs from the PVC pipes which you've already got. So what you need is little cut-offs which are about just a bit more than a centimetre, almost 2 centimetres. And what you do is before injecting the silicone, so because what you want to do is inject this silicone into the pipe, so sorry, into the little cut-off bit, what do you call them? Yeah, cut-off bits. So this will be like the mould which will create the silicone plugs. So before you actually inject this silicone into this little cut-off piece, what you want to do is you want to get some Vaseline, and with an, I don't know what you call these, earbud, ear cleaners for cleaning off, cleaning up your ears, you know. So they've got cotton buds on either end. So what you do is you grab this, give it a dip in the Vaseline, and you want to grease up the inside of this little piece of plastic. And the reason for doing that is because if you don't do this, you'll inject the content of this, you know, you'll inject the silicone in there, and what will happen is that the silicone will stick to the inside of this mould or cut-off piece. So once the silicone is dry, you're going to have a hard time trying to, you know, get it out of there. I mean, you could actually cut it out and, you know, or grab a needle and just go all the way around, you know, dig around the outside of the silicone plug and then just, you know, push it out. But it'll be a lot easier if you have the inside of this, you know, already greased up with Vaseline. So once it's dry, all you have to do is, you know, push it out with a pencil or something that looks like a rod. Just boom, push it out. It'll come out so easily. And if you have many of these, you can, you know, grab a whole heap of plugs all in one go and, you know, just plug up the bottom of your pan flute. So these pan flutes are plugged off at one end, which is this end, and this is the end that you blow into. When it comes to tying these tubes together, essentially what you want to do is you want to create like a crisscross pattern. I don't know if you can see that. So that's the traditional way of doing it. So you wrap one way, then you wrap the other way, then you wrap up and down, and then, you know, all the way across. So essentially what you want to do is make sure that they're all held in place nice and tightly. So there's more than one way to, you know, get to Rome. So there's with this it's the same thing. You can do more than one way of tying these up. You could use rubber bands if you wanted to. This won't look as nice as, you know, doing this, but, you know, rubber bands will hold it in place. Or those hairbands for doing ponytails, they'll work. So yeah, like I said, there's more than one road that leads to Rome, so there's more than one way of tying them up, but the most traditional way is to use the crisscross manner, and you want to have that crisscross pattern in there. So that's very much it.